Energy follows thought, and that we create that within our cellular system. So whereas in our mind we might consciously know that that's not the right thing to do, in our bodies we have different survival mechanisms. You understand? Like, have you ever like almost stepped on something that's sharp, but it's like you don't even know how it went to your body to react right away? You know, we have neuropeptides throughout our entire body. So our entire body is conscious, it's alive. And cognitive commitments are basically where we have made this commitment energetically in our biology also that this is the way things are. I'll give you an example. You can actually get a jar and put flies in there and close a lid and let them be there for maybe a couple hours, and then you take the lid off. That majority of them won't fly out still. They've made some type of cognitive commitment that they're stuck, except some of the pioneers that actually fly out. Do you understand? Or you can go to an aquarium and you can actually put a glass partition in between a couple fishes or whatever, and then they'll actually keep hitting the wall. And then you can remove that glass partition and the other fishes they won't swim across because they've made this commitment that they're stuck, that this is as far as they can go. In India, they've actually when they're training little elephants, what they do is they'll actually tie them to a flimsy rope to basically like a small tree so they don't go anywhere. And as they get older, you know, where they can actually probably rip out the tree, they actually can tie them to a big tree out there, and they can walk off with a chain in the tree. However, what's interesting is that if they grab that little flimsy rope and tie them to that little twig tree, they don't go anywhere. And they're like, you know, 10 times the size as they were when they were little babies. You understand? So imagine in your lives, you know, where you possibly do that. We've made all these commitments. Like even people who are practicing the law of attraction, Abraham, and all these different things, that it's interesting, they'll say things, and they think that their reality is true. It's still just a story. It's still just a story, and is that story serving you? You understand? Like I hear people say that, you know, I mean, I know I can make all this money, but it's, you know, I'm putting out my affirmations and yet, you know, it's just we're going through recession. I'm like, what? So you understand? These are still beliefs. We have all come to agreement to, as a collective whole, what these things mean to us. I'll just give you a quick example. How does it make you feel? See the smiles in your face? Why? Okay? I don't know why, but everyone's coming to agreement. Now, what do y'all feel when you see this? See, as a collective whole, we have come to agreement that he possibly represents peace. Do you understand? These are ideas. Just like when bin Laden was found and killed, it was like all these Americans were so excited, like a freaking football game. That was scary.
Yeah.
You understand? That was, you know, the collective unconscious. People come to agreement that this is going to change things now. But that's not how we change things, by being action-based and using violence. It starts with energy, and it starts with ourselves.